Genesis chapter 24, verse 60. And they blessed Rebekah and said unto her, Thou art our sister. Be thou the mother of thousands of millions, and let thy seed possess the gate of those which hate them. I want to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kodash. Forgive me the spirit to do this lesson. This lesson is going into thousands of millions, okay, of seed, okay, of children of the Hebrew Israelites, man, okay. And that's accurate because it's really not going to be a number, man. You know, the scriptures talk about the stars of heaven, talks about the dust of the earth, which I'm going to get into, and the sands of the sea. Okay. But when you read this scripture, let me read it again. Genesis 24, verse 60. And they blessed Rebekah and said unto her, Thou art our sister. Be thou the mother of thousands of millions. Now, this is when, you know, Rebekah, Abraham's servant, went to go seek out Rebekah. Okay. The Most High chose Rebekah to bring back to Isaac. All right. And her family is telling her, look, you know, go and be the mother of thousands of millions. Now, do the math of thousands of millions. Okay. First of all, 1,000 million is a trillion by itself. So thousands of millions. Okay. That number can go forever, man, meaning there's no number that you can come up with, man. That's how we're going to flood the world, man. That's how fruitful Jake is going to be, okay, in the kingdom of heaven. All right. Okay. So let me finish it off. It says, and let thy seed possess the gate of those which hate them. Right. And that's going to happen, okay, for eternity. All right. Now, when you meditate about getting to the kingdom, man, you also need to meditate about your family line, you know, generations, man. Like, we're going to push forth generations. Okay. Generations, man. Like I just read, thousands of millions, man, after us. Okay, so the elect man that get to the kingdom of heaven, it's going to be a big deal, man. You're going to be like, as I would say, one of the ancients, pretty much, man. Okay, one of the ancients, man. Okay, and be very, very respected, man. All right. Now, one of the scriptures we love to go to when we talk about having a lot of children, Isaiah 60, verse 22, it says, and a little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. So a little one shall become 1,000, okay, and a small one a strong nation. We know 1,000 is not a strong nation, right? So we know that 1,000 is going to become what? Thousands of thousands, okay, which is going to become thousands of millions, which is going to become trillions on top of trillions on top of trillions with no number, okay? That's what the scriptures be talking about when it talks about as the stars of heaven, as the dust of the earth, et cetera, man. You see how that connects? Okay. And it says, I, the Lord, will hasten it in this time. Right. Meaning he going to make it happen, man. It's going to be happening fast. Boom, 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 man. Okay. When the kingdom of heaven is set up, man, we're going to just flood the earth with seed. Okay. Thousands and thousands of millions and trillions of trillions without number. Okay. Without number, man. Think about that. It's going to be special, man. So if you get there, if you make it to the kingdom of heaven, man, okay, as a man of the Lord, think about it, man. You are issuing in that. You are issuing in those generations, man. That's a big deal, man. Think about that. That's a big deal. All right. Now let's go to Genesis chapter 28. I'm going to start at verse 10. And Jacob went out from Beersheba and went toward Haran, and he lightened upon a certain place and tarried there all night, because the sun was set. And he took of the stones of that place and put them for his pillows, and lay down in that place to sleep. And he dreamed, and behold, a ladder set upon the earth, and the top of it reached to heaven. And behold, the angels of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, ascended and descended upon it. And behold, the Lord stood above it and said, I am the Lord thy God of Abraham thy father, and the God of Isaac. The land whereon thou liest, to thee will I give it, and to thy seed. Verse 14. And thy seed shall be as the dust of the earth. Now think about the dust of the earth, man. Not the dust of a city, not the dust of a backyard or a front yard, right? Think about it, man. You can't count the dust of your yard, let alone, you couldn't count the dust okay, of the size of a bowl, man, a cereal bowl. You know, people in the world love cereal, right? You go get a bowl, you try to count that. You ain't gonna be able to count that, man. Okay, that lets you know that the thousands of millions is correct, which adds up to trillions on top of trillions on top of trillions without number. So let's read that again, verse 14. And thy seed shall be as the dust of the earth, and thou shalt spread abroad the west and the east and to the north and to the south. That's the whole earth, man. That's the whole earth, man. We gonna spread, we gonna be like a curtain over the earth. That's how many we gonna push forward, man. Generations upon generations, man. Okay, because think about it. We never gonna die, man. So we gonna constantly just, oh man, that's woo, hard to process, ain't it? You know? It says, and in thee and in thy seed shall all the families of the earth be blessed. Right. That's powerful right there, man. Something to look forward to. Okay. Now from there, let's go to Genesis chapter 26. Let's get to the point. Let's go verse 4. And I will make thy seed. Now he's speaking to Abraham when you go to the top. And I will make thy seed to multiply as the stars of heaven. You can't count the stars. You cannot count the stars, man. Even Esau, man, through his technology that the Most High gave him, of course, you know, he said, man, there's billions on top of trillions of like stars, man. Like you can't count them. It's impossible, man. Okay. Meaning without number, man. Okay. That's why anytime the scriptures speak about us in the future tense of us multiplying, it always speak like that, like sands of the sea, stars of heaven, because that's something that you can't count, which adds up to what Rebecca's family told her, man. That adds up. All right. So, and I will make thy seed to multiply as the stars of heaven, and I will give unto thy seed all the countries, and in thy seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed. Okay. Let's go to Psalm chapter 128. Let's start at verse 1. Blessed is everyone that feareth Yahweh, that walketh in his way. For thou shalt eat the labor of thy hands. Happy shalt thou be, and it shall be well with thee. Thy wife shall be as a fruitful vine by the sides of the house. Thy children like olive plants round about thy table. Right? A lot of them, man. Okay, and we ain't talking about one table, man. Think about it. You're going to have multiple houses, multiple wives, and multiple children, man, in different houses. Think about that, man. So it's talking about it in general, man. It's going to be kids everywhere. In other words, man, everywhere, man. Thy wife shall be as a fruitful vine, man. Constantly popping out and pushing out children, man. Okay, all your wives. All right? Verse 4. Behold, that thus shall the man be blessed that feareth Yahweh Bashim Shai. The Lord shall bless thee out of Zion, and thou shalt see the good of Jerusalem all the days of thy life. Yeah, thou shalt see thy children's children in peace upon Israel. Right, man. We're going to see our children's children on top of children, on top of children, on top of children, because we ain't gonna never gonna die, and we constantly gonna be fruitful. Okay, so that ain't just your children's children. That's your children's children. See, the scriptures ain't got to keep going. Okay, if you're spiritual, you know what it's talking about. You know, you ain't got to have a whole page. Your children's. No, use your head, man. We never gonna die. So, and we never gonna stop having children, man. So when you have children, they're automatically gonna have children. Those children are gonna grow up and have children, and it's never going to stop. It's never going to stop. Okay, that's how you know the stars of heaven, the sands of the sea, because you can never number it. We gonna be large, man, and taking charge, man. That's something to fight for by itself, let alone everything else that comes with the kingdom of heaven, man. The beauty of the kingdom, everything, man. You know, living forever. You know, all the beauty of the kingdom is going to be. But right here, think about and meditate about your family line, man. Talking to you men out there, man. Think about your family line, man. It's going to be beautiful, man. And also you women too, because, you know, I brought up Rebecca, you know, because you'll play a part in bearing those children. You know, that's a big deal. That's a big deal because we're talking about a whole nother world. Jacob's world, a righteous world, man. Okay, we get to be the head of that world. That's beautiful, man. So I hope this was uplifted in the spirit, man. I want to give our praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakah Kudash for giving me the spirit to do this lesson. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to your Akimat that is doing the truth in sincerity. Shalom.